Am I the asshole for accepting my family's Christmas invitation despite my husband being upset? F32. I met this wonderful man, Philip, M36, 2 years ago. We got married 4 months ago. For context, I have a 10-year-old son, Billy, from my previous relationship and my ex isn't in the picture. I have to admit that Philip's relationship with my family isn't so great. They would disagree on a lot of things. For example, he had an argument with my dad when he said that he was keeping their grandson away from them, but Philip stated he wasn't and that he couldn't visit with Billy because he had work. I was sick at the time. The latest argument was what made things worse. My mom and sister were discussing natural remedies, they're into this stuff, for my niece and Philip. He's a pediatrician. Called both of them ignorant for not using meds instead, which caused a huge argument and Philip being no longer welcome at my parents' house. Now they'd sent me and Billy an invitation for Christmas but did not include Philip, which I expected given how strained their relationship has become. I called my mom to confirm that I'll attend, but the minute Philip found out, he went off saying he could not believe I was fine with my family excluding him and then agreed to go and leave him behind. I told him it's their celebration and I don't get to decide their guest list for them. And also, I'm not leaving him behind because we did not have any plans for Christmas. He said he thought that we'd automatically celebrate together, the three of us, but now I'm taking Billy away from him as well. I thought that was a bit melodramatic because it's literally just few hours at my parents' home, but he insisted it was about principle and respect. We had a big argument and I said that he basically alienated himself by continually picking arguments with my family, but he started ranting saying it wasn't about the fact that they didn't invite him, but the fact that I was willing to let him spend Christmas alone without me and Billy. We went back and forth on the issue but do not seem to reach a solution. My parents are used to spending every major holiday with Billy. So you can see how much pressure I'm getting from both sides here. YTA. He's your husband and he has done nothing wrong. 1. Your dad picked a fight because he had to work and you didn't defend him. 2. You are encouraging your mum to be an idiot and not be knowledgeable on medications and wanting to do natural healing, and when your husband as a medical professional stated the facts you let them be terrible to him. And #X200B. You think it's okay to leave your husband alone on Christmas because they are being horrible to him and it'd be upset to you or not doing anything to defend him when he has done nothing wrong. And #X200B. You taking their side and in doing so shows you don't care for your husband. Keep this up and he will leave. Am I the asshole for wanting Bullies to see what my daughter goes through? F33. Have a daughter, 12, with cancer, specifically osteosarcoma. She got diagnosed with osteosarcoma about 3 months ago. The tumor was on her hip and she was able to get limb salvage surgery 2 weeks ago. Well, about a few days before her surgery we found out that 3 girls she considered friends, obviously not anymore, were making fun of my daughter. They said she was being dramatic, and that chemotherapy probably doesn't make you that sick, and they were making fun of her being bald. Of course that hurt my daughter because before this she considered them to be friends. I talked to the girls' parents and they ended up all writing apology letters. I was talking to one of my daughter's doctors about that whole situation. She said how the girls are uneducated about cancer and that maybe if my daughter and I are comfortable with it they can come and see the oncology part of the hospital just to learn a bit more about cancer. Well, I talked it over with my daughter and she was okay with it. So I tried talking to the girls' parents. None of them were willing to let their daughter go, saying it would be traumatizing. I brought up kids who go through cancer all the time. If anything, it's traumatizing for my daughter and any other kid who has to deal with having cancer. They called me asshole for trying to make their daughters more sorry and said they already wrote the letters, so that should be enough. First, I am so sorry your family is going through this. Cancer is a hell of a disease. I hope your daughter heals well from it and live a long, happy life. Not the asshole. I don't blame the kids for being uninformed and a little cruel. Kids often lack empathy. But their parents are asshole. It is their job to ensure that their kids grow into responsible adults. Their kids are sheltered from reality, and they are given a nice free reality check. What a wasted opportunity. You are not the asshole, but of course those parents called you an aw. Their daughters didn't just become mean and ignorant for no reason. If it were me, I would have made my daughter volunteer in the kids' cancer wing because she obviously needs help developing empathy, but really nothing you can do if their parents say no. You're a real warrior for your daughter. May she have your strength and resolve. Am I the asshole for saying no to my sister dropping off her kid? I am 44, f. My sister 32, f. She has the habit of wanting to drop off her kid without any previous announcement because she wants some time with her husband. Her daughter is 14. She comes to my driveway, her daughter comes out, approaches my door, rings bell, I open door and then sister reverses off my driveway and then goes to wherever she is going. One time I got ordered a pizza, since I didn't get advance notice thus I didn't do any grocery shopping. Another time, sister gets upset that I let her daughter play with my PlayStation. She did her homework first. She dropped her off Friday evening, didn't come back until Sunday evening. The last time she went to a fancy restaurant, with her husband. She was tweeting about the food. So I went to my car, with niece, went to the restaurant, got out. Dropped off niece to the table sister was at. Said, "Here you go," went to my car and drove back home. Took out the battery off the doorbell, it's one of those wireless buttons. I turned off my phone. And #X200B. Am I the asshole for thinking she should give me some kind of notice, or at least ask me if I have plans? Niece is awesome and I have no problem with her coming, but if I get notice, at least I can get some healthy food in my fridge. At least I can make some plans to what to do, right? Not the asshole. Why can't a 14-year-old stay home on date night? Teenagers don't usually require babysitters. A lot of 14-year-olds are the babysitters. Not the asshole. I feel bad for your niece. You have the right to say no. I think you need to have a long conversation with your sister. Why does she not ask? Not the asshole. I feel bad for your niece because your sister seems to think she is a football. Keep doing what you are doing, it's an acceptable response. If she refuses to stop, have some fun with it. Like say, "Sorry, I've made plans tonight to go to a strip club. I'll have to bring her along," or ply her full of caffeine and sugar before your sister picks her up. Am I the asshole for bailing on Thanksgiving for the 10th year in a row for Bali? I'm a flight attendant for a major airline, so working on holidays is a given. I've been working long enough I could get holidays and time off if I want, but I don't take them up on it. For the past decade, I've skipped major family holidays and events like weddings and christenings. Part of it has to do with something that happened a long time ago. Long story short, my ex knocked up my sister and they got married. I have no interest in them and haven't met their children. I haven't even gone back to my hometown since their engagement announcement. My mother has been asking me when I'm going to come back. And the answer is never. I tell her I don't know. Well, she and my dad are getting up there in years and they want a family celebration with everyone. Including my cheat of an ex and his family. She just asked when I'm going to be here for Thanksgiving and I told her that work got in the way. She broke down crying over the phone and pleaded with me to put in a time-off request so I can see her. My other FA family thinks I should do this one thing because it's not healthy to put work over family. Honestly, I can't stand to see my ex happy with his affair partner and what could have been us. Also, I am spending part of the holidays in Bali and have better things to do than be miserable in fucking Cleveland. Am I the asshole? Look, you're an adult, you have your life. If you want to be LC, NC and not meet them, it's your right. And in seeing what your ex and your sister have done, I certainly don't blame you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, but you should give your parents the choice of having you or your cheating ex and his family there. But your parents seem to have made a choice, so they will either lie or choose the cheater. Not the asshole for not wanting to be in your ex's and sister's lives. Soft asshole behavior against your parents. Are they on sister's side? Are they like, well yeah they cheated but now they have kids so it's okay. Then they deserve it. Not the asshole. It's not healthy to put work over family. When it's what you want to do and you don't want to be around them, why wouldn't it be healthy? Not the asshole, but couldn't you get your mom a free ticket to meet you somewhere, for a short vacation together? Or is she also part of the reason you don't want to go home?